All right, like, click, subscribe, do all that. You already know what time it is. The New York Jets taking on the Seattle Seahawks. I'm not even going to attempt to do any types of surprises on it here. The Seahawks whipped the Jets candy ass 40-3. Russell Wilson, 21 of 27, 206 yards, 4 TDs, 1 pick. Chris Carson, 76 yards in a TD. DK Metcalf, 61 yards in a TD. Sam Darnold, 14 of 26, 132 yards. Josh Adams, 27 yards. Braxton Berrios, 49 yards. Wilson launches it to Freddie Swain, touchdown Seahawks. And of course it would be a game without Donkey Kong Metcalf getting his, touchdown Seahawks. And Chris Carson, obviously, you already know what it is, touchdown Seahawks. And then makes the pass to Will Disley, touchdown Seahawks. And then Wilson hits off David Moore in the end zone, touchdown Seahawks, no surprise there. Like I said, the Seahawks beat them 40-3. They improved to 9-4 to be tied up with the Rams. The Jets will be 0-13. They're staying the course to wait for the draft to try to get Trevor Lawrence. And up next, we got the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Phillip Rivers was 19 of 28. Yeah. 244 yards, 2 TDs. Jonathan Taylor, 150 yards and 2 TDs. T.Y. Hilton, 86 yards and 2 TDs. Derek Carr, 31 of 45, 316 yards, 2 TDs and 2 picks and 1 rushing TD. Nelson Aguilar, 100 yards and a TD. Yep. And speaking of T.Y., Phillip Rivers gets some cracking early. Touchdown, Colts 10-0. But Foster Moore responds right back, shakes 1, shakes 2. Touchdown Raiders. The lead is only by 3. Derek Carr launches a bomb to Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown Raiders. They take the lead. And it is very well apparent that T.Y. has finally found his groove within the last couple of weeks. He goes in again. Touchdown. Colts, they take the lead back. But then we get the handoff to Taylor. Taylor breaks loose. God damn, can't nobody catch him right there. Look at this. Jonathan Taylor goes crazy with it. Touchdown Colts, they expand their lead to 10. 27-17. And Taylor says he hadn't had enough yet. He wanted to go in there and do some more damage. Touchdown Indianapolis Colts. They got a big lead, 34-20 the fourth. And then we have this. Oh my goodness. Derek Carr throws a pick and bounces off. It gets picked off by Khari Willis. He runs it back in for a touchdown. The lead is Big Bill, done deal, Colts. And Derek Carr rushes in a touchdown himself, but for no good reason. It doesn't even matter. They lose 44-27. Indiana goes down at 4. The Raiders fall to 7-6. And then we got beef. Green Bay Packers against the Detroit Lions. Aaron Rodgers, 26 of 33, 290 yards and 3 TDs. Aaron Jones, 69 yards. Devontae Adams, 115 yards and a TD. Matt Stafford, 24 of 34, 244 yards and a TD. Deontay Swift, 24 yards and a TD. TJ Hawkinson, 43 yards and a TD. And speaking of TJ, let's just hand it off to him right there. Touchdown, Lions, they started off. And so why not? Let's play 10 for attack. You know who he's going to. Devontae Adams breaking open on the tackles. Touchdown, Packers. They tied the game. And then we got to hit the MVS. Marquez Valdez Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. They take the lead. But Deontay Swift said, I had enough of that. I'm going to bowl myself in and give me a TD for the Lions. Tie game. But then Aaron Rodgers says, the heck with that. I'll just do it myself. I'm going to take the lead. Touchdown, Packers, 21-14. But then Aaron Rodgers says, you know what? I'm going to get Robert Tonyan into action too. Touchdown, Packers. They increase the lead. But then he gets the handoff to Kerryon Johnson, and he carries on into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. It's only a 7-point deficit. But unfortunately, that's all they could muster. The Packers end up beating the Lions 31-24. They go their record to 10-3. The Lions fall to 5-8. And so far, they control the NFC at the number 1. And up next, we got the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And Carson Wentz gets benched for Jalen Hurts. He has his first start, and he's got to go against the number 1 team at the time against the Saints. How will he do in this performance? Let's find out, shall we? Jalen Hurts, 17 of 30, 167 yards, 1 TD. Miles Sanders, 115 yards, 2 TDs. Alshon Jeffrey is back with 15 yards and a TD. Taysom Hill, 28 of 38, 291 yards, 2 TDs, and 1 pick. Alvin Kamara, 50 yards and a TD. Emmanuel Sanders, 48 yards and a TD. Nothing really popped off in the first quarter, but then all of a sudden, the second quarter, well, welcome back, Alshon Jeffrey, and he starts it off, touchdown Eagles. And then they run it, oh my God, Miles Sanders balling, he's going, and he's getting the end zone, touchdown Eagles. They take a 17-0 lead over the Saints right now. But bottom line is, Alvin Kamara said enough is enough. It's time for me to get mine in. Easy touchdown, score down, touchdown. Saints, they only down by 10. And he fakes him out. Hill throws it up. Emmanuel Sanders helps out his case. He said, the heck with that. We can try to make a comeback here. Touchdown Saints, 14-17. But Miles Sanders ain't trying to hear none of that. He said, the heck with all y'all. Touchdown Eagles, 10-point lead, 24-14. Taysom Hill launches it 1-0. Derek Cook gets it popping, 21-24. And then they go for the squib kick, obviously. But then it touches off of them. And bottom line is the Eagles actually upset the Saints, 24-21. They're 4-8-1. The Saints fall to 10-3, which makes Green Bay the #1 team in the NFC right now. And up next, you got the Atlanta Falcons taking on Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Herbert was 36 of 44. Yeah. 243 yards, 2 TDs, 1 pick. Austin Eckler, 79 yards. Tyron Johnson, 55 yards at a TD. Matt Ryan, 21 of 32, 224 yards, 1 TD, and 3 freaking picks. Tito Smith, 42 yards. Calvin Ridley, 124 yards and a TD. And let's just get it started right here. Justin Herbert passed to Keenan Allen. Touchdown Chargers, they started off. And look at this craziness. Russell Cage actually tosses it to Calvin Ridley for a TD. That's interesting. That was kind of crazy. But touchdown Falcons nonetheless. Tie game. And now it's back to Matt Ryan taking over his normal duties. Laquan Treadwell walks it in for a TD. Touchdown Falcons, they take the lead. Justin Herbert launches it over to Tyron Johnson. Touchdown Chargers. They tie the game up. There we go. You got Michael Bagley, 43 yards for the game winner. And it's good. The Chargers win 4-9. The Falcons fall to 4-9. And you already know what it is. You got the DC squad taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Alex Smith in this game was 8 of 19, 57 yards and a pick. Why was it that short? Because he would have to go out the second half. The second half, Dwayne Haskins would come in, and he was only 7 of 12 of 51 yards. But J.D. McKissick, 68 yards. Logan Thomas, 43 yards. Nick Mullins, 25 of 45, 260 yards, 1 TD and 1 pick. Jeff Wilson, 31 yards and a TD. Brandon Ayuk, 119 yards. Yeah. There we go, Nick Mullins, what's he doing? Nick Mullins fumbles, and who picks it up? The star player of their defense, Chase Young, that Ohio State guy. He runs it all the way back. Touchdown. DC squad, they take the lead. I'm sorry about that. Jeff Wilson at the first TD for the 49ers. And Mullins is going around. He's back to throw again, but then he gets picked off by Cameron Curl, running it down to the fence, all the way down. Pick 6, touchdown. DC squad take a huge margin in it, 23-7. And then Mullins throws it to Kyle Juszczyk. He dives in for the TD. Touchdown 49ers. They get the 2-point conversion, but that's it. The DC squad ends up beating the 49ers, a depleted 49ers team. But nonetheless, the win is a win. DC's going to go up 6-7. The 49ers fall to 5-8. And with this win, the DC squad takes a huge, I'm not going to say a huge margin, but bottom line is they control the NFC East right now on top of that division. In the main event of the night, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen was 24 of 43, 238 yards, 2 TDs, 1 pick. Zach Moss, 43 yards. Stephon Diggs, 130 yards and a TD. Ben Roethlisberger, 21 of 37, 187 yards, 2 TDs, and 2 picks. James Conner, 18 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster, 55 yards and a TD. And here we go, popping off in the second quarter. James Washington starts it off. Touchdown Steelers. And Big Ben, he gets picked off by Tyron Johnson. Pick 6, taking it to the house. Touchdown Buffalo Bills 9-7. Here we go, Josh Allen. You already know what time it is. Stephon Diggs actually get through there, bum rushing. Touchdown, Buffalo. They expand the lead, 16-7. And Josh Allen says, the heck with that, I'm going to do some more. Gabriel Davis in the end zone, touchdown, Buffalo. They increase the lead, 23-7. And Big Ben hits Juju Smith-Schuster. He wants to get a part of the action. Touchdown, Steelers. The lead is only by 3-0. But I think they go for a 2-point conversion here. And they end up getting it. But they end up getting another field goal. And at the end of it, Buffalo takes the win 26-15. They go 10-3. Pittsburgh takes their second straight loss so far, 11-2.